What's up, everybody? John Arapoli here with My MMA News, and today's guest will be fighting John Cunningham at the PFL Challenger Series 6 on March 25th. Pleased to be talking today with another Northeastern Pennsylvania guy. Pleased to be welcomed by Daiqwon Buckley. Daiqwon, thanks for being here, man. It's always great talking to a guy from Northeastern Pennsylvania. I know you're down in South Florida right now training for this fight, but I know the NEPA roots run deep in you there, so thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, John, I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you for the time.
Hey, no problem at all. So let's start painting the picture for everybody in case they're not familiar with what this opportunity is here. So obviously, this PFL Challenger Series, what's going to happen is you're going to chance to fight in front of three celebrities: Ray Lewis, Mike Tyson. I know Todd Gurley's been announced. I think there's a few others still to be announced, but you're going to have the opportunity to fight in front of them. If you win, they're going to take the winners of the fights that evening, and they're going to decide who gets a PFL contract. So, great opportunity for you, man. I'm really excited to watch what you do here. But just talk about this opportunity a little bit and what it means for you to be in this spot, to be getting a chance to earn a contract in a major promotion like the PFL.
Yeah, man, it's a huge opportunity. I'm super excited to be able to showcase my skills on a very high level platform. Especially, you said the celebrity judges too. That'll be cool. Get to meet them and be able to show those guys my skills too. But I mean, I'm truly blessed, and I'm excited once March 25th comes that I'll be able to show the world what I do. And like I said, I'm super blessed to be able to fight for such a big platform like the PFL.
So obviously, like we said, there are a lot of excitement, great opportunity. With the opportunity with this, I know nerves is often common. How are you feeling? Are you a guy that normally gets nervous, or are you pretty much for the most part pretty calm and collected, and you're just gonna go in there and try to take care of business as usual?
I'm feeling slightly nervous. I mean, regardless of what promotion it would be for, I always have like those little nerves. But I mean, I'm really just going in there. Like, it's just actually another fight for me, and I'm going in there to just take care of business and see what happens next. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna go in there and fight my fight.
So you talked there, right, about having to go out there, fighting your fight. What is it going to take to do on fight night in order to get a contract here and impress the judges so they pick your name?
Man, I don't know. I really don't know what it's going to take, but I mean, I'm going for a finish. I need the finish, and I think a finish will definitely, be able to secure a contract that night. So, whether it's a knockout or submission or whatever, I just know that I'm going to finish the fight.
And is there any pressures to that too? Like I know obviously it's tough. You always want to go out there, you want to get a win, but getting a finish, that's not necessarily the easiest thing to go out there and do. So is it like a matter when you're in there? Are you going to be, not necessarily I want to say headhunting as the exact word here, but are you going to be going out there and putting everything into every shot and trying to secure a knockout or trying to, go out and get that takedown, the lock in that submission, that you're going to be out there trying for the finish for however long the duration of the fight goes?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be headhunting. I mean, I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna fight my fight. It's super technical, but when I put everything together, I truly do believe that the knockout or submission, it'll just come. I don't want to force anything. I don't want to, you know, do what I usually don't do, and then like have a cardio issue. Like that's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna go in there and do what I've been doing, and a finish will eventually come. So,
And we opened it up in the beginning, right, talking about these celebrity judges, which is pretty cool. I know, obviously, the three again that they announced: Ray Lewis, Mike Tyson, Todd Gurley. I'm not sure if the PFL has plans for others. They kind of hinted that that is a possibility. I'm not necessarily sure who's going to be judging that night, but those are definitely the three names that they've been throwing around so far. I know you're a football guy, so I'm sure you probably have to be a fan of at least Ray Lewis, or if not to
yeah.
Todd Gurley. Of course, Mike Tyson, big in the combat world. Just talk about that a little bit too. Like, are you fans of any of theirs? Did you like watch old Mike Tyson's fights? Obviously, growing up playing football in Dunmore, Ray Lewis was popular when we were growing up. I'm sure you probably watched a lot of film on Ray Lewis over the years too.
Yeah, man. I enjoy all three of them, especially Mike Tyson. Especially now that I transitioned over to MMA and Tyson being a boxer. I love watching his films. I still watch him until this day, and it's just incredible, what he's done during his career. And now that I get to be able to perform in front of him, it's just it's an unreal feeling, man. And then Ray Lewis, that's it. That'd be really cool to perform in front of him too, and just to be able to meet them for sure. it'll be an awesome experience for sure.
All right, so now let's start talking about the preparation for this fight here. Great gym that you're at down in Sanford MMA. The last time we did an interview, we talked extensively about just how great the coaches are down there, the teammates are down there. You talked about how you got in with them was through an Instagram message, of course, with Henry Hoof. But well, I want to obviously we talked about all that in the past. Right now, I just want to ask you specifically for this camp, just how's it been going? I know a lot of experience there to help you for a big opportunity like this. What's kind of been the mindset like in the camp so far, and how do you think it's been going as you put in now the final touches on preparation here for this fight?
Everything's been going very, very good, man. We bumped it up a notch from last camp, and we're fully ready. We're fully loaded and ready to go. I've been working with some guys specifically for this one. I'm not going to say now, but after the fight, if we have a chat, I'll definitely let you know. Who I've specifically been working with. But what I can say is we're ready to go, and it's definitely been a long camp because I definitely had a lot more preparation for this fight than I did for the last one. But the guys here at Sanford, the coaches, they're making sure that I'm reasonably sharp. And March 25th, and everything that I've been working on is going to show.
So, right, you just mentioned there how you don't want to give anything away necessarily specifically, but there is a lot of great people in that room there. Not necessarily talking stylistically, so we're not talking about specific people that you've been working with or specific game plans, but just from an advice standpoint, I want to ask you because obviously a lot of those coaches in that gym have coached athletes that have won world titles in major promotions. There's a lot of athletes in that gym that have won world titles in major promotions. So here you are as a guy that's up and coming, getting his first real big opportunity in the sport here. What's been the advice given to you by some of the guys in the camp and some of the coaches there as well?
They just tell me, to keep your head forward and always, keep working. They say, don't rush anything. It'll come. Your opportunity's gonna come. You just keep working, you keep showing up, and the results are gonna pay off. And it's great to be able to get advice from some of those guys that have already done it. And I really do, soak everything in and listen to them. But most importantly too, they always say, have fun in there. Because mixed martial arts doesn't last forever. So every moment that you get to step in the cage, they said enjoy it. So most importantly, have fun. But then at the end of the day, you have a job to do. And I completely understand that. So I definitely bring that with me to this fight and any other fight that I'm in. I'm here to have fun as well. So excited for that.
And now tell us about your opponent now a little bit and what you've seen out of him as you've been preparing for him.
Um, I don't really know too much about him, but I'm definitely expecting him to be very tough, very durable. I saw he was a former athlete as well. So I'm excited. I'm expecting to go all 15 minutes if need be. Like I said, I would love to have a finish, but I'm ready to go the whole 15. If necessary. But yeah, I don't really know too much about him. I know he trains out of a pretty good camp too, Jackson Lake. But once March 25th comes, we're gonna see.
So, for people that aren't familiar with the sport, that might be watching this in our area of northeastern Pennsylvania specifically, because I know when it gets time for an athlete in this area, a lot of people will start getting behind them and start checking them out, even if they're not too familiar with the sport. A lot of people in this sport are obviously familiar with the UFC, of course. It is the major promotion in the sport. However, I always tell people, and it shocks them whenever I tell them this, the PFL, if you get into the PFL, you do great, you win the championship at the end of the year, it changes your life because at the end of the year, each year, the PFL gives the winner of each weight division a $1 million check. So that's obviously could be life-changing money. Obviously, you're a father. That could, again, be life-changing for you. What would it mean for you to be in the PFL, to get this contract, and have this opportunity to compete for what will be life-changing money one day if you're to be chosen for this contract?
Yeah, man, it would be it would honestly be completely life changing, and I'm super, super, super blessed to be able to participate in the PFL Challenger Series. And also know back at home too, it would be very, very eye opener for a lot of the younger guys too that are doing MMA. Because like you said, most people they only know about the UFC, but there's other promotions that do very, very well too. And I think that with myself being in a small town, I think I could open up a lot of eyes to mixed martial arts as a whole instead of, associating MMA to just the UFC. So, yeah, it would definitely be it's an awesome experience, man. I'm excited to really broadcast, mixed martial arts to at APA as a whole.
And of course, Dunmore, right? Great fan base. We see it across all sports. We know they're going to be right behind you. Just what's it been like for you as you're on this journey, getting that hometown support from everybody back there in the great town of Dunmore?
Oh, it's amazing. I swear, I think Dunmore, honestly, they have the best support system. Um, there is no better support system than the people in the town of Dunmore. They're truly amazing, and through my ups and downs, they're always being positive and supporting me every step of the way. So it's amazing, and I want to thank them for sure.
All right, man. One last thing now before you head out. Go ahead, plug your social media so people know where to find you. If you have any management or sponsors you got to give a plug to, please feel free to do so. Floor is yours, man.
Yeah, man. I do Instagram. My Instagram is Daiqwon Buckley _ MMA. I'd like to give a shout out to my family, friends, coaches at Sanford MMA, teammates at Sanford MMA. I'd also like to give a shout out to Marshall River Inu, also known as MRI. They're doing a lot of big things, helping out fighters such as myself. They donated over $1 million over like the past 3 weeks, helping fighters, helping them grow. But yeah, man.
All right, Daiqwon, thanks so much for the time here today, man. Best of luck, and I'm sure everybody in Northeastern Pennsylvania will be pulling hard for you here on March 25th when you have your fight at the PFL Challenger Series 6. So make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you're checking out MyMMANews.com for all of our great content. Go to our social media pages, give us a like and a follow on there. If you want to find me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm at John Arapoli. We'll see you later, everybody.